Welcome, welcome to this February 10th, 2026 YouTube live stream. I'm your host, Justin Sane, coming to you from the war room, straight from the underground here at Freedom News Now, McDermott Media. Don't forget to share clips from our live streams. Build yourselves a McDermott updates, McDermott clips, X feed. You can use our clips from these live streams. We're talking breaking, Bad Bunny, Epstein, plus ICE officers in Michigan. Live. Don't forget to hit that like tab, hit that subscribe tab when you stop in, or on your way in, on your way out. Hope those notifications get out there. Click that bell icon so you never miss a new live stream or new video alert. Ring the bell. What do y'all think about the Bad Bunny, the Super Bowl show? I didn't watch any of it. I watched some of the highlights after the fact. I didn't watch 1 second of the Super Bowl or the halftime show, the Bad Bunny. I did watch some afterwards. The next day, I caught some clips of the Bad Bunny. I thought it was awful from what I saw. He had all these illegal aliens hiding in bushes, sneaking them in onto the field. They had all these illegals that snuck in under the last few administrations, had them all hiding in sugarcane bushes, and they all snuck in out onto the field while Bad Bunny danced around in between all these illegal aliens dressed up like sugarcane fields. What a complete joke. Where was ICE at when you needed them? I thought ICE was going to surround the entire. ICE was supposed to surround the entire place. Yeah, ICE was supposed to surround the Super Bowl and arrest all the illegals coming to go to the Super Bowl. I didn't see any of them there. I didn't see any videos showing ICE surrounding the Super Bowl. Not to mention there were over 500 private jets flying in and out of for the Super Bowl. All these rich elites, all these billionaires that want to complain and want to control us and tell us to drive electric cars. They want to lie about climate change, but yet they're flying their hundreds of private jets flying in for the Super Bowl. What's that all about? We're just peons. We're just peasants. They want us to drive electric cars, conserve energy, while they fly all around the country for a 2-hour Super Bowl scam. Yeah, that was bad, that Super Bowl. From what it sounded, the score was what? Low at halftime. Then by the fourth quarter, they had to crank it up some. And yeah, I thought the Super Bowl and the NFL in particular, the corporation of the NFL gave a big FU to all of America, to all their fans. The NFL corporation said F you, a big F you to every single one of their fans. Most of their fans are white, middle class, middle aged, maybe boomers. Apparently, they don't care about you anymore. I don't spend any money. I haven't watched the NFL, haven't spent any money for it. I don't participate in anything as far as the NFL goes in at least 15 or 20 years. NFL joke. Nate Dog, welcome. Terry Sevenfold, welcome. Talking ice. So the Epstein files, something about the Epstein, I thought it was interesting. 6 million pages of the Epstein files. This number keeps popping up again. 6 million Epstein files. The whole Nancy Jew 3 incident, the alleged kidnapping that most people think is some sort of hoax or something shady going on here, some sort of cover up. Something's not right with the whole Nancy Jew 3. I just not calling Savannah Jew 3. Literally, her mother's father says, and Savannah Jew 3 towers over her mother. Most daughters are built and look a lot like their mothers. Not Savannah Jew 3. Her mother's 5'4", but Savannah Jew 3 towers over her mother like she's her son or something. She's like 6'2". Savannah Jew 3 must be 6'2". She towers over her mother, who's 5'4". Like maybe it's her, like Savannah Jew 3 is the son with a ton of makeup on. I don't know. You tell me. What do you all think? I think it's just more lies, more deceit from the mainstream media, from the powers that should not be, from the Savannah Jew 3s of the world. Seems like these powerful elites. You know, how does a journalist for NBC get that rich to where her mother owns this several million dollar property estate in Tucson? How did they get so rich being a journalist? Since when do journalists make a lot of money? I guess if you work for NBC and you're a propagandist, you're part of the CIA, the government, Operation Mockingbird media. I guess you get rich when you become a fake journalist. I don't know. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. Then we got ICE officers in Michigan. So here's what I think about the ICE officers in Michigan and the Border Patrol. The Border Patrol, the Homeland Security, Immigration Customs Enforcement, they literally aided and abetted the illegal immigration in America. They flooded America with illegals. They harbored and concealed, aided and abetted, flew them around the country. Who do you think was flying all these illegals around the country? It wasn't Joe Biden. Everybody wants to blame Joe Biden. Cho Zedong. It wasn't Cho Zedong. It wasn't Cho Zedong's administration. It was Border Patrol officers. It was Immigration Customs Enforcement. It was DHS. Homeland Security. They were the ones flying all these illegal aliens all around the country, putting them in your community, putting them in your city by the millions. in cooperation with the local police departments, the local judges, the local prosecutors, selling out we the people, selling out the American citizen. It's time to protect your blood, protect your soil, protect your Christian identity. Now is the time. So I had some audio issues, my last live stream, microphone issues, a microphone. I don't know. I've been getting sabotaged lately. I went to go on this live stream today. Internet cut out. Yesterday I was had a live stream all prepared for y'all. Internet cut out for 3 hours. By then I didn't even want to do a live stream anymore. I went on to other things. I don't know what's going on, but for some reason my internet keeps cutting out mysteriously. Seems to be awfully strange. Whirlpool, welcome. Sheriff of Lenawee wants me back out there. I haven't been out there. I'll just stop out there and see the sheriff again. I had some videos with the sheriff. He seemed to do a better job than the previous sheriff. But I know in Lenawee County, when I was in Adrian, I don't know how well the Sheriff Bevere's doing with curtailing the invasion that took place. Adrian, Lenawee County is fully invaded with Mexicans from Venezuelans. It was like little Mexico when I was in Lenawee County. They wanna go after this white farmer. They want to make a big case out of a white farmer out in Lenawee County that supposedly ended his wife out there and hid her body or whatnot. But yet they'll let all these thousands and thousands of illegal immigrants flood their community and not do anything about it. Where's Sheriff Bevere at then? Where you at, Sheriff Bevere? When it comes to you got that nice big jail there. I hope you're working in cooperation with ICE. They wouldn't need to be in your community if you do your job. If the sheriff deputies of Lenawee County would do their job just like Jackson County sheriff deputies, that's the reason why we're in this predicament. Blackman Leone, they want to arrest the American citizen, the community member, lifelong community member, owns multiple properties in the community, an outstanding citizen of the community, holding a job, got a career, got a family, taxpayer, participates in board meetings, county board meetings, township meetings. That's who Blackman Leone traitors like Tom Bertram, traitors like Ralph Van Heinigen, that's who they want to arrest instead of the illegal immigrant that's stealing your job, stealing your career, stealing your family, stealing your wealth, raping your family, raping America. Jackson, Michigan's been fully invaded with the illegal immigrant from Venezuela, Mexico, basically all below the southern border. They're just all Mexicans. You can call them what you want. They're all just Mexicans. Blackman Leone traitors like Tom Bertram, Ralph Van Heinigen, traitors to America, traitors to Blackman Leone. They want to arrest the American citizen reporting on it, destroy their life. How dare an American citizen report on an illegal immigrant in Blackman Leone Township? they'll arrest the white Christian Native American for doing their job for them, exposing them for their corruption. Isn't that right, Tom? Isn't that right, Ralph? Talk about traitors to America selling out their own people, but yet they'll call them Christian. They'll call themselves Christian people doing the will of God as they're destroying a community member's life, a lifelong community member's life. They'll completely destroy it, all in favor of the illegal immigrant at 7-Eleven, at Kroger, at Abbey Villas, at Park Forest Apartments. These local police officers, these city, county, township police officers, they know where all the illegals are at. They know where every single one of them are at. That's where most of their calls are for. Who do you think's paying for all those calls? The Native American. And then they want to arrest you on top of it for reporting these illegals. Yeah, it's got to stop. It's time for you patriots to get out and do your part. Protect your blood, protect your soil, protect your Christian identity. Now is the time. Yeah, these ICE officers wouldn't be necessary in Michigan. These ICE officers wouldn't be necessary in Michigan if the local state county police did their job and arrested the illegals instead of focusing all their time on arresting the Native American citizen. That's where they get all their money from. You know, you'd really think that these local police, you know, they would stand side by side, shoulder by shoulder with the community member, the lifelong community member who has roots in the community, who owns property, who has a career, has family in the community. You'd think the police would stand with them when they're reporting illegals at 7-Eleven. You'd think these traitor cops like Tom Bertram, traitor cops like Ralph Van Heinigen, Blackman Leone cops would stand next to the American citizen who pays their taxes year after year, who has to hire a CPA every year to do their taxes, file their taxes, to make sure all these traitor police officers get paid. But they don't. They side with the illegal immigrant. They side with the Venezuelan thug. They side with the Somali thug. They side with the Congo thugs. I mean, you thought the hood was bad before. You just had African Americans in the hood. They might hold you up, might try to take your money, might try to bust a cap in you. You run away. Well, now the hoods in Jackson, Michigan is packed full of real Africans. They'll run you down, track you down, and crack your skull open. They think you got gold nuggets in your skull. Brett Rio, welcome. Yeah, good point. It was the police who ended Jesus. That's another thing. These police officers, not only did they end Jesus, but these police officers, they literally arrest American citizens over the illegal immigrant. Just like the Uvalde police officers. What about Uvalde police officers arresting the parents for trying to save their children? Gio, welcome. I see y'all in there. I see you. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, ICE officers in Michigan ICE officers in Michigan. Michigan's only arrested 2,300 illegals out of the millions of illegals in Michigan. They're bragging about 2,300. And those aren't even deported. They're still in holding cells in Michigan and Baldwin and ICE detention centers. They never even deported them. Yeah, your mass deportations, you're never getting that. You're not getting that. It's not happening. I wish it was happening, but it's not. They're really, really going after Michigan's rigged elections too right now. Michigan's one of the battleground states, and Michigan's elections are so fully rigged. 2018, they put in all those rigged Smartmatic Dominion machines, and that's when judges like Jackson D12 judge Allison Batestein, she won in a big way. It was fully rigged. She started out with 10,000 votes before the guy she ran against had won. It was fully rigged. They had padded numbers before they even started the rigged elections. And then all women got in. All women got in that took full control of the Michigan. It's been downhill ever since. Feminism destroying America, feminism destroying Michigan. Jackson, Michigan's got a new feminist prosecutor, all female feminist judges. Allison Batestein, straight from California. How'd she end up in Jackson, Michigan? How did Allison Batestein end up in Jackson, Michigan? All the way from California, George Soros judge, Allison Batestein. Answer that one for me. We don't want her here. We want Christian rule of law in Jackson, Michigan. We want Christian rule of law in America. No more Judeo judges. No more mudslime judges. If you're not a Christian law, you got to go. You get out. Well, I think we're back. I think we're back briefly. We're back briefly. Lost connection again. I'm telling you, something's going on here. I keep losing connection. Keep getting disconnected. Help me defeat the matrix, break the matrix, hit those likes. Let's get those likes up there. We got to break the matrix. They're trying to hold us back, trying to hold us down, trying to destroy the white man, to aid and abet the illegal invasion. Like I said, we wouldn't need ICE officers on the streets if they wouldn't. They were the ones that flooded America with millions of illegal aliens, and now they're going to hunt them all down. It's just like when you go to a hunting game reserve before all the hunters come in, they let go dozens of pheasants out in the field and then say, go hunt them all. They raise a bunch of pheasants, raise dozens of pheasants, then let them all go before they let the hunters to go hunt them all. Same thing ICE and Border Patrol did. They flooded America, aided and abetted, harbored and concealed millions of illegals around the country. Now they're going and hunting them all up and trying to play hero. I'm not falling for it. It's all a big scam. We're out. Don't forget to like and subscribe.